from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Chiefs at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this one is incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Mahomes going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zaven Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right is Austin. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll send Austin in motion right. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, You'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 30. And shedding a man at the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, Ripley!
Now Mahomes. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashard Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Murray now. Open man here is Benson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you're starting on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Murray. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. Shoves him away. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
That's good. Cardinals, first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Murray going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Shotgun now from Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
That's another Cardinals first down.
From the gun, Murray. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
15 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit, force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. That pass completed to Dortch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for him. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Cardinals 10. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before half from Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Murray now going to do it himself. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Harrison Jr. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Here's Murray. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
George Karlaftis on the stop. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's got his tight end, that's Ryman. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Murray now to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Murray.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
2nd and 10. Now Murray again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man here is Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
24. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. George Karlaftis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Murray now. This is taken in by McBride. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cardinals, 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Hey.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
31. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now inside the 25.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
43.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Murray now going to do it himself. He's got McBride.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down.
To throw is Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Murray.
That's caught by Wilson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Murray to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Here's Murray from midfield.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Throwing again, Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shot. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Shotgun now from Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Now Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Murray, one final try.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.